Your subscription keeps the wisdom alive. All hens are cunning if the storyteller is a fox. Everything is Fucked, a book about hope written by Manson. Imagine a world where everything is fine, but nothing feels right. Where comfort is king, yet meaning is nowhere to be found. We have everything, and yet we feel empty. This is not a glitch in the matrix. This is our reality. The contradiction of modern life lies in this. We are surrounded by abundance, yet overcome by despair. Material comfort has never been more accessible, yet so many drift through life in a quiet state of panic. It's not because something is broken, but because something deeper is missing. The uncomfortable truth. You are an infinitesimal speck floating through a cold, indifferent universe. There's no grand narrative written for you, no cosmic plan. This isn't a tragedy, it's liberation. Once you strip away the illusions, you're free to create meaning rather than search for it. The feeling brain rules. You're not who you think you are. The decisions you make aren't governed by logic, they're driven by emotion. What feels right guides your behavior long before the rational mind has a say. The thinking brain is just a narrator trying to make sense of the feeling brain's choices. Hope is fucked. Hope keeps you trapped. It whispers that things will get better if you just wait, just fight a little longer. But that whisper hides a truth. Hope is based on the belief that now isn't enough. The more you hope, the more you signal to yourself that something is wrong. Self-control is an illusion. You don't overcome temptation through strength of will. What you call discipline is often just emotional alignment. When your feeling brain and your values are in sync, action becomes effortless. The real work lies not in suppressing urges, but in understanding them. The formula of humanity. Every person you encounter is not a means to an end. They are an end in themselves. When you treat others as tools, you diminish your own humanity. True respect lies in seeing people not as resources, but as reflections of the same messy, striving soul that lives in you. The power of pain. Pain isn't punishment, it's purpose. It shows you where your values live, where your boundaries lie, and where growth waits. Avoid pain, and you avoid becoming. Walk toward it, and you find the places where meaning and transformation begin. Emotions are algorithms. Your emotions are ancient survival codes. They served your ancestors well, but in a modern world of no immediate threats, they often misfire. Recognizing that your feelings are old algorithms allows you to respond with wisdom rather than react out of fear. The blue dot effect. When life gets better, the mind invents new problems. You start seeing threats where there are none, magnifying annoyances into crises. This psychological glitch means that comfort breeds fragility, and even paradise can become unbearable if you let it. The thinking brain is the slave. Rationality doesn't lead, it follows. Logic is not the driver of your life, it's the servant. It crafts elegant stories to justify the choices made by your emotions. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you stop lying to yourself about who's really in control. Responsibility is meaning. Meaning isn't found, it's built. And the raw material is responsibility. When you take ownership of your life, when you carry what's hard and hold what's heavy, you forge purpose out of chaos. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's the weight that makes you strong. Religion for the irreligious. Even in a world where traditional faith crumbles, humans hunger for belief. We seek structure, values, stories that make sense of our lives. Whether you call it philosophy, ethics, or personal code, it's your chosen system of meaning that guides you through the storm. The paradox of progress. The more the world improves, the weaker we become. As hardship fades, resilience decays. Progress gives us safety, but steals our grit. If you want strength, you have to choose discomfort, because growth doesn't come bundled with your next app update. How to be happy by accident. Happiness doesn't come when you chase it. It sneaks in when you're busy doing something meaningful. The pursuit of happiness makes you miserable. Focus instead on contribution, connection, and responsibility, and happiness will show up uninvited. Mortality as motivation. Remember this: you're going to die. Every moment wasted is one you don't get back. This isn't morbid, it's clarifying. When death becomes your compass, you stop wasting time on nonsense and start moving toward what matters most. Freedom is overrated. Unlimited freedom creates paralysis. 1,000 choices give you anxiety, not power. True depth in life comes from commitment, choosing one path and walking it fully. Constraint isn't limitation, it's direction. It's how you turn wandering into purpose. Choose your struggle. You can't avoid pain, but you can choose which pain is worth it. This is the secret to joy, not comfort, but struggle with meaning. The work, the fight, the sacrifice, it all becomes beautiful when you know what you're suffering for. The tyranny of exceptionalism. Not being exceptional is not a flaw. Most lives are ordinary, and that's not only okay, it's noble. When you let go of the lie that you must be special, you free yourself to be real, and real is always better than impressive. Certainty is the enemy. Certainty is seductive, but it blinds you. Doubt is where real strength lies. It's not weakness to say, "I don't know." It's courage. Stay curious, stay open, because truth lives not in the answers, but in the questions we dare to ask. Embrace the paradox. Life isn't a riddle to solve. It's a contradiction to accept. You are strong and fragile, joyful and broken, wise and foolish. Don't fight the chaos. Live in it. Learn to dance with your darkness and love the mess that makes you human. In the end, it's not about feeling good, it's about becoming good. Forget the chase for comfort. Choose the path of virtue, of effort, of inner alignment. The highest life isn't the easiest. It's the one lived with integrity, meaning, and the willingness to become something more. The world may be fucked, but you don't have to be. Even if everything feels like it's falling apart, you can stand firm. Not through control, but through clarity. Not through escape, but through purpose. Meaning isn't handed to you. You create it every single day. You cannot fix the world, but you can choose how to face it, not with blind hope, but with grounded meaning, chosen, carried, and fought for. The Destiny once said, "Your subscription keeps the wisdom alive."